of Denmark. Well, as far as the men's doubles draw is concerned, you can see in the bottom half of the draw, Boa Mogensen, the two-time former champions, are safely through, as indeed are Liu Cheng and Zhang Nan, coming through a thriller against another Danish pair there. In fact, 3 Danish pairs in quarterfinal stage. Just 4 different nations, because 2 Chinese pairs and 2 Japanese pairs as well. As far as the Danes are concerned, the very tall man is Mads Kolding.
Okay.
Well, Mads Conrad. There he is. Became a father at the end of March, baby daughter. And Mads Conrad is the shortest man on court at 1.86 m. That's 6'1". Match of the giants. The number 1 seeds against the number 5 seeds. And as far as the Chinese are concerned, well, of course, the Olympic Games, they ended in what I always think is that desperate position as 4th in an Olympic Games. You're so close to an Olympic medal, but you leave with nothing. 4th in the Olympics. Biao, number 2 in the world ranking at the moment, which is the highest that they've ever been. Biao is 26, Hong Wei is 27, and they're enjoying their 5th week at a career high of number 2. As far as their matches so far are concerned, Hiroyuki Endo and Yuta Watanabe, new combination from Japan, and didn't they do well? 3 games there, that really was impressive. In the second round, it was the qualifiers, Lu Kai and Sheng Shiwei. Surely that Chinese pair will have enough ranking points very soon to go straight into main draws. Well, that actually is, we've got that round the wrong way. That is Mads Kolding we're looking at right now, the very tall man, 28 years of age, from Holbeck, and he's 2 meters and 5 centimeters. As far as their matches are concerned, first round against the former world number 1s and beaten finalists here from 7 years ago, Koo Kian Kiat and Tam Boon Hyung. That was 3 games there. And I was sitting next to Koo Kian Kiat on the bus the other day between the venue and our hotel, and he was telling me that he's retiring after the Hong Kong Open next week. Well, this will be the 8th meeting between these 2 pairs, and of the previous 7, you can see that Biao and Hong Wei won 6 of them, including the last 4. The last time they met was in the semi-final of the Indonesia Premier Super Series. An hour and 6 minutes it needed for that 3-game victory. In fact, one of only 2 times when these 2 pairs met each other, and then it's gone to 3 games. And I have to say, it's nice to see the Danes the latter stages of tournaments again. They went through a bit of a bad patch, didn't they, recently?
Yeah, they've struggled. Many things. They felt that they've been practicing well, but couldn't really get it together on court. I think the fact that Mads Conrad had become a father, of course, influenced his life, and they were really devastated that they were not selected for the Olympics. Of course, the Danes selected Carsten Mogensen and Mathias Bo, and these 2 guys, they really thought that it was going to be them who was going to Rio, but as it turned out, that wasn't the case, and I think that's been hard to swallow.
Yeah. Good smash.
Service over. 1-all.
Chinese coaching bench.
2-1.
Of course, we must remember to say that it's a bit more difficult to qualify for the Olympics in the doubles categories than in the singles. If a nation wants more than one participant in the singles, they need to be in top 16, whereas in doubles they need to be in top 8. So that makes a lot of difference.
Yeah.
And it takes away some depth in the doubles tournament.
Service over. 3-2.
This Chinese combination have been in 9 Super Series tournament finals, but they've only won one of them. That was last year in India, in their 5th Super Series tournament final. Good judgment, just long. And that, in a way, to me, Steen, I know this is going to sound dreadfully unfair and very harsh, but it, in a way, sums it up for me with the Chinese pair, that they're a very good pair. They're always there or thereabouts, but they're not the pair that I think of as champions. You know, there's certain players that you know have got champion quality, you know, and can play their best on the big occasions. And I don't always think of Chai Biao and Hong Wei in that category.
No, they have a heavy burden to lift from Fu Haifeng and Chai Yun.
Yeah.
Being
Service over.
totally reliable men's doubles, also in team competitions and so on. So it's hard to follow in their footsteps, and then it shows up that Fu Haifeng decides to play on and actually is forming a really good partnership with Jiang Nan. They eventually go on to win the Olympic gold medal, and you miss out on the bronze yourself. So it's really difficult, and I think again you should ask yourself, what have I improved? What have we improved as a doubles pair during the last 6 months to sort of justify that we've gotten better, to justify that the #1 spot in the world ranking is ours to take? And if you can't come up with something, then perhaps it's back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
Service over. 6-4.
Umpire Manam Sakurai, Japan. Service judge, Apriya Krishna, Sri Lanka.
That's not helping
5.
Chinese cause. Error on the serve there from Hong Wei.
It was just an accurate serve, right? It wasn't called.
No, it was just a service error, not a service fault.
Service over. 7-5. Service over. 6.
Followed up with a service error from Chai Biao. Now, not only has Chai Biao been in 2 finals here with his partner of today, he was in a 3rd final back in 2010 with Jiang Nan. He's been a semi-finalist with a 3rd partner. Do you know who that is, Steve?
Gu Jiandong?
No.
No, that was Hong Wei's partner.
Kai Yun.
Kai Yun.
in 2013, one of the very few tournaments that they played together.
Was it in France?
Service server.
No, he was playing with Chen or
No, it was here.
Shen Ye. Oh, it was here.
Here.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was also no. That was it wasn't the post Olympics 12. That would be 13. That was
Go!
Oh, did that go over?
Service server.
Crikey.
9.
Well, both the Danes are saying surely he moved before
Yeah.
the serve was struck.
It's easy to feel that way, but I've looked at a number of these calls for fault receiver, and if you actually go frame by frame, you will see that the calls are not correct. People are not moving before the serve is launched. Of course, the obvious answer would be just flick them.
嗯。
2号场比将要进行的是男子双打比赛，由来自日本的久保卓郎、小林优吾对阵来自印度尼西亚的贝尔南迪吉迪恩、桑加亚苏卡姆乔。
National coaching permits
Service server.
players including Takuro
10,
Kato,
8.
Yoko Kobayashi, Japan, and Max Gideons, Sanjaya Sukujo, Indonesia.
本场比赛裁判员苏晓峰，中国；发球裁判员孔明敏，中国。
Umpire Su Xiaofeng, China. Service judge Kong Mingming, China.
Good attacking play.
11.
First time there's been more than 2 points difference between these two pairs as we go to the mid-game interval. 3-point advantage to the number 1 seeds.
对，裁判不错，整个就连贯度不错，知道？宏伟就是技术，别光是你就太急了，有点
Dwarfed by his two players.
拉抽带轻一点，然后高个的时候他在往前就推，然后矮个的时候有在后场
Is
的
that
时候
Chen
你有
Chu
机
as
会
well?
No.
No?
对，你抢一抢，是吧？刚刚就抢的不错啊。
Oh. Can't recall his name.
20 seconds. 41.
I
20
didn't think
seconds.
it was Chen.
No.
Now, if you'd been down on court, obviously you weren't, it was Lars Sura, but what would you have been advising to the Danish players?
Again, given the drift and so on, it's about getting the attack, not because
Play.
they're sure winning in the attack, but because it's very, very difficult to withstand the attack of these two Chinese players. Good. So that's it. That's well played.
Well,
Coming a bit forward in their defense and trying to do something actively to turn it around.
so the block to the net and
The
follow
block to the net, yeah, I would say like maximum 4 or 5 shots in the defense. Of course, you can be forced to stand there longer and so on, but and then notes from the service situation. What have we seen on tape? Are they consistent with our pre-game analysis and go fully for it?
Service server.
They've come back
9.
strong in this tournament, mass and mass, but I still feel that there might be some slight leftovers from the not so strong results in the past. So I think positive reaffirmation is
yeah.
important. That's not a good shot, Mass Kolding. That's much better.
Oh,
Well played.
goodness.
Well played by the Chinese team there,
Yeah.
totally avoiding or keeping Mads Conrad from coming forward.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
13.
Very well placed. They sort of sense that he's changing from backhand defense and going over to forehand defense. And if you notice that, then it's fairly easy to just put it on the other side of the body.
Service over. 10-13. Service over. 14-10.
Is that the Danes' first service error of the match? I know that the Chinese have
I think
had
I
two.
saw one earlier.
Yeah, was there?
Yeah, I just didn't pay attention to who made it.
$15-10. Service over. 11-15. Match
challenge.
Kolding, challenge called in.
Ooh, crikey. That's why we've got Hawkeye.
Yeah.
I'd hate to have to call that.
I think it's out from the replay. No.
Hawkeye says in.
Challenging unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. Service over. 16-11. Play.
I can see the thought process. He didn't want to get into flat fast rallies, and he was trying to change the pace. No, really, this second half of the game, the Danes have just been off the pace. The Chinese have been playing the way they want to play.
Service over. 12-17.
All the umpires can have a word. Ready?
Yeah.
Ready to play?
Ready to play and don't delay the game.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Excellent rally.
Super play. My goodness me.
14, 17.
That was the one I liked. And look at the defence initially from Biao.
And from seeing this, talking about the Danes, they've had a difficult couple of tournaments after the Olympics and so on. I get a feeling that perhaps they've been out of tournament play for too long. The last tournament was Australian Open, which was in the middle of June or something like that. Isn't that correct?
I'm not sure they played the
15,
Australian.
17.
No, they might have gone home after the Indonesian.
I think they did. They were in the semi-final of the Indonesian, lost to the pair they're playing today.
And that was definitely in the beginning of June.
Yeah.
So the rest of June, all July, and all August, they haven't played a counting match, so to speak.
Yeah, tournament competition.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's gone way wrong. Must have mishit that, or did he break the strings of his racket? No, he's not changing his racket.
No.
Just mishit it, it went too flat.
Play.
Took an extra long holiday as well after they weren't selected for the Olympics, and I just feel that when you reach the top level, any of the categories in badminton, you got to be really careful on how long vacations you take.
Yeah.
19, 15.
Mostly because of the injury risk when you return.
Mm. Well, they're going to challenge this one as well. Now, that looked more out to me than the previous one.
Yeah.
Hold out.
So, what does Hawkeye... Oh, that's clearly out. That's clearly out. Here we go. Hawkeye should confirm that. Yeah. Indeed.
Correction in.
Good challenge.
Correction out. Service over. 16, 19.
Umpire just corrected himself. He said correction in, and then changed it to correction out.
Oh, that's delightful.
Oh, that was long.
Must have been long. Well, that one's landed in.
17,
There
19.
was a shot earlier on in that rally, and I think it was Biao, but both his feet were outside the back line
Yeah.
there.
Exactly. Good read. Oh, Hope he didn't
18, 19.
hit him too hard there, because he was actually hitting Biao Chai, Mads Conrad, when he killed that one at the net.
No, all seems to be well. Look, there's just 1 point in it now. Ever since that challenge. Oh, the flick serve is long. And now game point opportunities for the number 1 seeds.
That service return might have gone wide, in my opinion.
20.
So 1 game point has come and gone. Another one remains for the Chinese pair. And another one is saved.
And this time, Mads Kolding succeeded with that controlling shot that he missed so badly a number of rallies ago. From the mid-court instead of pushing that one, yeah. That one.
Yeah. And he did well. Did his strings break on that last smash? Or
Yeah, he might have gone.
certainly took a new racket. So 20 all, extra points required until there's a clear 2-point winning margin. Oh, that's gone long. So, having saved 2 game points, now the Danes have a game point themselves.
21,
That's not good for Hong and Chai here, because that will feel like a steal for the Danes if they win this first game here. Chinese pair were in control for a big part of the game.
Good flick serve.
Big.
Yeah, they've taken it. Well, well, well. Well played, the Danes. My goodness me. I'm with you, because I really thought that the Chinese were beginning to cruise. And
Yeah,
at 19:15, when the shuttle was called in and the Danes challenged, ever since then, it completely changed around.
it did.
Lige præcis, når du så har den her frækhed til også at spille hele banen og serve lidt forskelligt, ikke også?
Det betyder, jeg får en af dem der, hvor de
Men
trykker
det
lort
er
ud.
fint.
Man selv gør det. Du kender selv følelsen, når man har den der stivarm, så er det svært også at lave de der.
Lige præcis, og vi spiller. Og du har overskud til at spille en ekstra blød der i duellen. Det er virkelig godt.
Også i offenen, ikke? Jeg ikke bare
Jamen, det er den, jeg
der.
mener. Ikke? Søger vi nok fremad?
Ja, jeg har i hvert fald fået en enkelt overspil.
Det gør vi. Det er perfekt. Ikke? Varierer vi nok? Det synes jeg, vi
er lidt for
begynder
meget i
i starten.
starten i mit mellemspil. Du må gerne stikke til nogle af dem.
Ja.
Altså i hvert fald den første, og så stoppe på den næste.
Men det er godt, det også.
Questions asked by Lars Ure, who's retiring from the national team as a head coach, asking whether the Danes are playing with enough variation, and are they pushing enough forward? And they said yes, they confirmed, and I agree, but that was only in the later stages of that first game that they were, in my opinion, moving forward enough. Oh, service fault called.
Service over. 1, low.
Struck above the waist.
Oh,
Out. Service serve. 1,
that's
2.
at least his second service error. Charlie Biao. His partner's hit 1 and all.
Oi,
2.
that was a miss hit, and I think maybe was it Hong Wei who pushed that service return long on 20 all, and there was a funny conversation in the Danish interval where where Ms. Kolding said it was about time we got one of those, that he pushed one of those long. And then Ms. Conrad said, well, you know how it is yourself when you got that stiff arm and are a little bit nervous.
3, 2.
So finally he got that out.
Service over. 3, all.
Should be a lot of emphasis on the service situation now from both pairs. Ball played.
Yeah.
Service over. 4, 3.
Second service fault or service error in a row.
All. Service over. 5, 4.
Tried the variation on serve, serving out wide.
Yeah.
Well dealt with. That's Conrad.
It is for both Ms. Kolding and Hong Wei, the two tallest players on court. It is difficult for them when they are played into the body below the tape.
5.
That time it was a lovely serve.
7, 5.
Yeah, well played by the Danes.
Service over. 6, 7.
Placement of shot or the movement?
Yes, the placement, the false shot was directed towards Hong Wei below the tape. So I think whenever they have a chance, they will try to target him below the tape. So you got to make sure you make a service return that's good enough to have a good false shot as well.
Yeah.
Service over. 8, 6.
Oh yes, that's clever. Nice play from Biao.
9-6.
Oh my goodness.
Service over. 7-9.
Can come down at a very acute angle, can't it? Oh, it's gone well wrong.
9-4.
You know, this is 3 rallies ago or something. I just thought to myself that,
The Chinese are running away.
yep, they're just beginning to stamp their authority on this second
Yeah.
game. And now all of a sudden, 9-all again. And in fact, the Danes into the lead.
9.
It's extraordinary,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah. Doesn't seem to be a whole lot of communication going on the Chinese side. It's not necessarily a problem, but always something that you look for as a coach.
Service over. 10-all.
Yeah, well taken.
Service over. 11-10. Interval.
And the Danes have the advantage, albeit just 1 point. In the second game.
Rigtig godt. Søger vi det stadigvæk?
Jeg synes, vi kommer i gang med at søge igen.
Ja, lige præcis. Det bliver lige en lille smule, hvor vi får meget ved det samme, ikke også? Ja. Vi skal have de der tryk med en gang imellem overspilningen også med, og så er det godt med de der variationer i serverne. Vi er nødt til derude, hvor det godt kan gå galt.
Ja,
ikke?
præcis.
Rigtig fint. Stadigvæk husk, når vi dumper på dem, og når vi slår på dem, de vil rigtig gerne flytte dem krydset også.
Ja.
Så netmanden klar på dem.
Ja, det skal vi lige huske. Han får da vide derude.
4-1. 20
Ja,
seconds.
det er præcis. Det er det, han gerne vil.
4-1.
Ja,
20
prøv at
seconds.
starte igen her. Kom så.
Så bliver med at prøve at køre på. Ja.
And there, Lars Uar, more.
Again, the same as in between the 2 games. Are we seeking the front court enough? And as
11,
Conrad said, I think
play.
we've done it here lately again, but perhaps not in the beginning of the second game. And then they had an observation that when the Danes, when they block downwards or when they smash, the Chinese would like to play cross
Service over.
defense. So they are going to be a little bit alert on that.
Yeah, okay. Well taken.
12-11.
Gone wrong.
Service over. 12 all.
It was an interesting comment you made, Steen, about the perceived lack of communication between the two Chinese players. Because ever since you said that, I've been watching and watching closely. And I think there's sort of superficial... Oh, they're challenging this. I thought that was in.
Nice. Pull up.
Yeah, there's a superficial communication. It's easy to clap each other's hands when you win a rally.
Yeah.
It's when you lose it or when you have to do something else. Let's see here.
Yeah, no, I thought that was in.
Might as well be in.
Yeah. But as we wait for Hawkeye to make a decision, here we go. Yeah, was it? Yeah. I mean, you talked early on about the Danes and how it really did hurt them psychologically that they didn't go to the Olympics.
Yeah.
And I'm just wondering how much of a psychological scarring there is for the Chinese pair losing that bronze medal playoff match.
I think there's a lot.
Yeah.
I think there is, because, I mean, they lost to a pair that they would expect to beat.
Yeah.
Chris Langridge and Marcus Ellis.
Yeah.
So, what seemed like an easy, there's nothing that's easy, but
No.
it seemed like an easy bronze medal slipped away from them.
Yeah.
And going into the semi-finals with Jiangnan and Fu Haifeng and Go and Tan from Malaysia,
14,
they could hope for winning the gold,
Yeah.
and they came out with nothing. And I think that there must be some speculations saying, hey, are we going on in this partnership?
Yeah.
Are we going to play on the two of us together, or what's happening? It's now is also the period after the Olympics where you try to find the pairings that you want to go with for the future, and they weren't selected to play the Thomas Cup. They weren't given the responsibility in the Thomas Cup. So
good point.
So there's signs that perhaps the faith in them from the Chinese management is not at its max.
Yeah.
So is there a risk of being left behind if I don't get into a new partnership? Or there could be all kinds of thoughts that were going through these two players' heads, and maybe there's none of that whatsoever, but it's some of the things that could be, at least. And now they've got a reasonably good lead, 16-13. That's a nice lead in men's doubles, and they've got to be careful not to sort of waste it.
But this is the point, because they had that lead in the opening game in the early stages, and it's almost as if
14-10, 15-10, I think, actually.
Yeah. And they're just, you know, it's as if they're somehow afraid that, you know, something bad's going to happen, and that they don't, that instead of grabbing the chance, it's almost as if
they're waiting for the disaster.
Yeah.
In their minds.
Yeah. And we could be way off. How do we know what they're thinking? But I think that bronze medal playoff match in Rio has probably affected this Chinese pair more than most people probably realise.
Yeah. And again, it's a match of 51-49 or 49-51. So that means that if you're on top of your game, you get all or most of the points. If you lose that a little bit, if you fall down a little bit, you lose all the points.
Yeah.
Service over. 16-17.
Well, these are crucial stages, quite obviously. Just mistimed it. That's Conrad.
Service over.
The attempted interception.
16.
This one.
Yeah, a good read from Chai.
Play. Service over. 17, 18.
So from now on and the rest of this game, you gotta be the best pair in the service situation. That's gonna decide it.
Back level.
18, all.
No, Chinese look more nervous to me. But I agree with you, Steen. Service situation. Not necessarily about the nerves, it's about the first 3 shots. Good serve. Oh, he's missed it.
I want to take my comment back because now they've won 2 service situations, the Chinese pair, and lost both rallies.
19.
Well, I have to say that was definitely worth a challenge. I was surprised by that call. And it seemed a little bit slow to make the challenge, but here we go. What does Hawkeye say? Oh, way out. Way out. Good flick serve. Off.
Oh, big miss there.
Yeah,
Service over.
I thought the lift may have been going long as well.
19.
I was watching Mads Kolding's feet. Oh, it's all academic. 19 all. Chai Biao to serve. Well, he's already made 3 service errors.
Good play.
Yes. So game point opportunity for the #1 seeds to level this quarter-final at 1 game each.
Pressure on the server.
It's getting short, isn't it? It's short, yeah. 1 game all. 21-19. 45 minutes into the match. Yeah, it was desperately short. It had been a miss hit. Simple put away.
其他的都没什么，都挺好。主要是耐心。你打跟你的拦一定要配合，不能说全是打，也不能全是拦。然后还有一个就是你在稍微被动一点，你弹是对的，知道吗？尤其那个男的冲你的时候，哪个冲弹他或者是对的，你弹完以后这样接贴上去，但是你不能说全冲了，站在那等他点你，他就啪再压他一下，知道吧？裁判就是静，冷静，冷静，控制好自己节奏啊！你去节奏控制好，
后面就好了，后面你就不着急，也就这样打，好，耐心。没有好的机会就先打一打。
41, 20 seconds. 41, 20 seconds.
Well, the Danes using all of their allotted time there. Lars Ua to speak to his men, whereas the Chinese pair were very quickly back onto court. Unfortunately, we couldn't hear anything that the Danes were saying.
Final game. Love all. Play.
So third and deciding game.
Service over. 1, love. Service over. 1, all. Service over. 2, all.
What the Chinese mustn't do is relax too much, having scraped through that second game. Just seem to have lost their intensity a little bit.
Yeah. They're a lot alike, these two pairs, so they have to be totally alert at all times, both of them, because otherwise they will lose a number of points really quickly.
Yeah, it's a good shot.
4, 2. Service over. 3, 4.
Going for the same shot. Thaihot.
Play.
Yeah, just asking for the court to be mopped. Thomas Nangor joined Lars Ua on the Danish coaching bench because the other Danish players on adjoining courts have all finished now. winner of this quarterfinal will play against Gideon Marcus Fernaldi and Kevin Sanjaya Sukamoljo in the semi-final tomorrow, because they've just come through against Hoki and Kobayashi in their quarterfinal.
6-4.
And there's going to be a clash of style no matter who
Yeah,
comes out the winner of this match.
absolutely. Oh my goodness.
Service over. 5.
No, again, wasn't watching the shuttle, but this time the shot went under the net.
Service over. 7-6.
For such a tall man, he doesn't actually have that hard a smash, does he, Mads Kolding? It's the angle he produces that's so devastating.
It is.
You'd think, though, with long levers, the longer the lever, the more racket head speed that can be generated, but it doesn't necessarily... A lot of technique in badminton, isn't it, rather than just power?
It is, and there's an interesting case from canoeing. No, not canoeing. What's it called? Kayaking.
Yeah.
Whereas a number of years ago, some of the Danish rowers, they actually thought that they were at a disadvantage because they were short, and there were some competitors from Eastern Europe who had bigger muscles and longer arms and so on. They felt that they could generate more power, but after that, scientists has actually found out that it was an advantage to have a little bit shorter arms.
Really?
Because the what's it called? The
Oar or the paddle?
yeah, and the amount of time between each stroke was quicker. Of course, it was quicker if they're competitive, but they were able to sort of move their body quicker, and that might as well be the case for some badminton players, at least.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I suppose my thought process was, you know, I was thinking about a golfer and the longest club, the driver, it's a longer lever.
Generate the most power.
Yeah.
But it depends. What if you only have a certain amount of time to hit your golf shot?
Exactly.
Then it becomes difficult.
Yeah. Yeah, fascinating stuff. I thought he walked into that serve. I thought he moved his feet there. I rarely see a fault called on moving feet nowadays.
And also, I think we've seen very few service fault called on the flick serves. I think that's actually probably correct, but at other tournaments we've seen where it's almost impossible to flick because you get called every time.
Yeah. run of points is brought to an end.
Service over.
Well, that had been 4 straight points.
10.
Straight after the Danes winning 4 straight points.
Good call there by Mads Kolding. I was only watching the sideline and thought it would stay in, but it was long.
So this rally will decide who has the advantage at the change of ends. Well taken.
Service over.
It is in fact the number 1 seeds, Biao and Hong Wei.
Vi spiller vildt godt, men vi bliver belønnet for at tage det der ekstra initiativ, ikke også? Når vi rykker, når vi server frækt. Så det skal vi blive ved med at have lyst til, ikke? Og så må vi se, hvem der har vundet, når vi er færdige. Men ind og søge det. Og så er der ikke mere overhovedet. Men vi skal også slå de der frække nu, og hive den godt op. Og han kan simpelthen ikke...
20 seconds.
Nu kan han ikke forsvare det.
Nej, lige præcis.
20 seconds.
Ikke? Så ind og på dem, når vi kommer frem med lodret catcher, så er det rigtig godt at stoppe dem, i stedet for at skubbe ned til dem. Der står de og venter på os. Også selvom man er lidt under. Ikke? Okay, kom så.
So, the advice there, Steen?
Yeah, first of all, he said, well, you're playing really, really well. And I like that because sometimes we forget to tell the players that they're playing well.
Yeah.
And then it adds on and say, okay, and we're being rewarded for doing that extra, taking that extra initiative, serving with a little bit of variation, moving a little bit earlier, so on. We're getting rewarded for that, so we should keep on doing it and doing it more, which is a very positive attitude towards coaching.
Yeah.
And it sort of opens up for the players listening.
Yeah.
12, 10.
And I think also there were that attitude, hey, let's do the things we've decided we want to do, and then we'll have to see how it goes. We can win this and we can lose this because the other players are doing well as well.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Tried a bit of trickery there.
11, 10.
Did play the trickery that time. Hong Wei got it back initially. Oh, round the back.
Nobody wants to lift.
It's a nice block. Oops.
Oi! Very efficient shot from the Chinese pair that went to Mads Kolding but got Mads Conrad off balance.
Yeah. Yeah.
There it was.
Yes. Yeah, he wanted to move and the legs just didn't take him there.
Left, left, left. Good ball. Service over. 13-all.
Well, I thought he rushed that flick serve, Steve.
Yeah.
Looked to me as if he had hardly settled.
I was just thinking this with the variation and the initiative and so on, and when it's a situation like this, when it's this close, I mean, right now, Cha and Hong have won 1 point more in the whole match than Conrad and Kolding. So just a few centimeters to one of the sides might give you that 1/10 of a second that you need over your opponent.
Well, that extra millimetre stretch to get the shuttle back, as Biao did there. Yeah.
Mistimed that defense totally. Biao.
I think he's nervous. Well played. Great placement of this final smash from Hong Wei. Straight at his opponent.
Already got teammates Liu Chang and Zhang Nan in the semi-final.
That could be costly. Well, so much for my theory about Biao being nervous. Initially good defence from Hong Wei. Three-point advantage and 3 points away from taking this third and deciding game.
Judgment. Well played, because he just took half a step forward Biao sort of just signaled to the Danes that there were no room left at the net, and was still able to cover the lift. Not over.
No.
Liu Chang and Jiang Nan came back from a 14-19 deficit in the deciding game earlier today to win it 21-19, so still a chance for the Danes.
Astrup and Rasmussen.
Yeah. Excellent service return from Chai.
4 match point opportunities. Well, the umpire calls Mads Kolding over.
Match point 16.
Brilliant. Oh, they're challenging. That was in, so surely that was in.
Close enough to take a challenge on it.
Well, I suppose match point opportunity. Oh, I don't know anymore. Oh, I'm not so sure. Crikey. There you are. That's the problem when we're not right behind the court. It was out. It was out. My goodness. What a great challenge. Good flick serve. Oh! What a shot.
2-3 good shots in the end of that rally there.
Well, the Danes don't want the shuttle changed. The umpire says change it. Umpire Kang Kim from Korea. So 2 match points have come and gone. Another 2 remain for the Chinese pair. It's gone wide, 3rd time of asking. And the number 1 seeds, Chai Biao and Hong Wei, come through in the deciding game. Oh, goodness me, they had 2 game point opportunities in that opening game, didn't they? But they couldn't convert. But converts in the deciding game on their 3rd match point opportunity. An hour and 11 minutes.
21, 18.
And they're safely through to the semi-final, where they'll meet the Indonesian pair of Gideon Marcus Fernaldi and Kevin Sanjaya Sukamojo. So coming from a game down, but safely through in the end, the number 1 seeds, and there's confirmation of the score. So that concludes quarterfinals for today, and it all started with the Danes in the women's doubles, the Olympic silver medalists overcoming the Japanese pair of Tanaka and Yonimoto. Then Chen Long in his first tournament since winning the Olympic gold medal, the 3-time former champion here, beating AJ Jayaram in 2 straight games. Pusala Venkata Sindhu in the women's singles, the Olympic silver medalist, beat Hebing Biao, coming from 19-20 down in that opening game, saving that game point and winning it 22-20. 39 minutes needed for her victory there. Then in the mixed doubles, well, the Olympic gold medalists Tontowi Ahmad and Liliana Nasir had to come from a game down against Yu Young-sung and Jang Ye-na. How nice to see the Koreans back playing well at mixed doubles. And as we've just seen, a thrilling men's doubles with the #1 seeds Chai Biao and Hong Wei coming from a game down in 1 hour and 11 minutes to come through in the end. So semi-finals tomorrow, that's 1300 local time, that's 0500 GMT. Join us for the semi-finals tomorrow. In the meantime, bye for now.